This is Dr. Lou Sellin. I'm a doctor of sport and performance psychology. Okay, in this video, we're going to discuss when the flexbone base formation changed from spread to flex. For many years in the flexbone offense, spread was the base formation with the receivers on the numbers with their inside foot up. You had the offensive line, the quarterback, the B-back, you had the A-backs. The A-backs actually used to line up wider. They used to line up off the tackles years ago. So what happened? Flex became the predominant formation around 2017, 2018 when the Army created the modern day zone dive, which was the triple team where you set the point on the guard, the center guard tackle, triple whoever's on the guard, B-back runs behind the triple team. The point of that was to get the C-gap player to have to come down all the time to take the dive, which would open up the midline triple option. And in order to do that, you had to have a third guy on the surface, basically to account for the extra player. So you needed a three-man surface and the A-back to run the modern-day zone dive. That's when flex became the predominant formation. Now, it was starting to grow in the 2000s and into the 2010s. But what put it over the edge is when zone dive became the base of the offense to set up the triple option. That's when flex became the base formation. So now with the receivers 3.5 feet away from the tackle, now you're able to run the zone dive. Because if you don't have a third guy on the surface, they'll have a player that can fold in and make the tackle at the second level, and you don't have anybody to account for that. So you need a third guy on the surface, plus you need the A-back, so if the C-gap player comes down, the A-back naturally picks him up when the C-gap player comes in the A-back's path. That's when flex became the base formation. Before that, it was spread because the triple option would set up the constraints. Now zone dive sets up the midline triple option. So that's why flex is the base formation now. That happened in 2017, 2018. Okay, camps. $29.97 to $39.97 depending on your geographic region. Online camps, all you need is an iPhone and a Bluetooth speaker. Same camp I've always run the last 16 years is $19.97. You do a camp, you get the online academy for free with the camp. If you do the online academy by itself, it's $9.97. Go here for more info. Call this number to become a client. I do separate academies and camps for 8-man, 9-man, 11-man football. And I will see you in the next video.